love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her apart, she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower.
There we go. Brand new microphone. Hope it sounds good. But good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a little off schedule for me. But you know, it is what it is. So we're going to do a little bit of, I know it's early and we're off schedule, but hey, Haskins, what's up? I'm just getting ready to do a little bit of ship tutorial. I started to build the Destiny's Bounty in Craftopia 5 yesterday, and I was realizing a couple things as I went through. Oh, actually, you know, I am in the wrong world. I am completely in the wrong world. Let me fix that. I should be in Craftopia 5 right now. Well, it's, you know, but it's, I figure it's about looking at the basics of shipbuilding rather than just building one particular ship. Now, everybody always wants to have that one ship, but it's bigger than just one ship. I want them to be able to look at to know how to build a ship. So might as well give them the secret sauce, and the secret sauce is really know the shape of your ship. That's what it comes down to. Know the shape of your ship, man. So let me head over to Craftopia over here. Craftopia 5, where is it? There you are. Hey, Kathy. Well, thank you so much. I did have a pretty good Christmas. Haskins, I hope you're getting better. I know you and the family, the whole family just got taken down. Wow. And I know how much that hurts. Oh, you know, I gave myself the wrong screen. Okay, good, I'm logging in. Projector, output projector, there we go. So that I can see myself. Excellent. Well, as long as you don't get that cough, because that cough sinks into your chest and it just stays there, and it, you know, takes a residence, and, you know, kicks down. Good morning, Lady Light. Good morning, dear Fred Boy. Happy holidays. Happy after holidays. It's still the holidays, so. I got so I spent most of Christmas building this. This was particularly fun. Okay, it's giving me a little bit of time to get into Craftopia 5 there. Anyway, I got myself a Ewing. Finally. Now I gotta find a spot for it. It's on my bookshelf. Oh. Yeah, I did a new thing. There, how's that? Is that much better? That should be a lot better. Road, hello. Okay, good. We good. And of course, now that I want to get in, it's not letting me in. Come on, be good. Is Kathy sick? Oh, my son's finally better, and in his way to stay, his dad, his family are all. Oh my God! This flu is a killer. It is it really does, just get in there, and then it just gets in your chest. It hurts. It took me 2 weeks to get over it, so that was not nice. Bolster your immune systems and get better. Yeah, plus I have I'm asthmatic, so it kind of kicks my butt when I get around to. Okay, it is not liking this world. What's up with 5? Alright, you know what? Let me see. The island. I'm gonna try a different world. Alright. Oh my god, I keep forgetting this screen is like 30 seconds behind. We are streaming on TikTok and on YouTube this morning. Live center. Do we have? Where are my chatters? Okay, multi-stream. Okay. Weird. It's not letting me see over here. Okay, here we are. Thank you so much for that. Okay, I think it's just being difficult this morning. I'm going to have to, I think, exit the game. And yeah, I am being quiet because the family is still asleep. My kids are actually still sleeping. You know how rare that is? Okay. And away we go. Dum, 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 dum. Hey, William, thank you for joining. We got some joiners over on TikTok. Hopefully they will join in once we get going. Why can't I ever get a good screenshot cover over on TikTok? Secondary topic, Lego Fortnite Odyssey. There we go. Save it. And I can't edit my cover. Sucks. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting all distracted. Askins, have you managed to get any building done? I was almost at the point of just doing a tour this morning, but I was thinking about doing a tour of the Christmas world, but I can't get into the Christmas world. So there's that. Okay, Craftopia 5. We can go straight there. And yeah, it is confirmed swivels are still broken. They will probably remain broken until Epic comes back from Christmas. So hopefully they will get around to fixing that really quick, because having the swivels out like this is bad, man. It's really bad. General Ronimus went to visit one of his ships, and he had the same problem that we did. The swivels just melted. We have no idea when the fire update is dropping. It's going to be sometime in the new year, possibly. I'm wearing Lucas right now. Oh, and I'm in actually. Well, perfect. Let me see. Where is there it is, my screen. It'll probably be in sometime like around February or March. Space out a little bit. Who knows? Fortnite will let us know when they let us know. We're just creators, man. So we are in Craftopia 5. Haskins has been over here building ships. He's got a couple of things going on. These sails are like the absolute worst. Yes, from Stranger Things. I like what he's done here. This back thing here. Okay, that's a bed. But that looks really cool. And he's got his newer boat here, but using these different sails. So same system, slightly different setup. These roof pieces come in so useful. It's not funny. It's been the most been one of the best things I've seen. This of course is the Temple Bounty. It's not in the same world as the Destiny's Bounty, but I was aiming to fix that. So my initial thought. Oh yeah, we watched all the episodes that we could get yesterday as well. See, I started building on a tea house here. This is the smaller one. Haven't actually built anything in here yet, so still some decoration needs to be done. But anyway, my initial thought in here was I was gonna build the Destiny's Bounty over here and get both ships together. So I started building further away so we wouldn't get any complexity problems. And one of the things that I remembered when I was trying to get this all set up was that just looking at all the comments from the Destiny's Bounty and from the Temple Bounty, one of the prevailing questions was all about, hey, how do you get the bottom so round? People are absolutely enamored with this. And I keep pointing them to one of the tutorials that I put out. When I discovered this technique, I went and I repeated it and repeated it and repeated it and made sure that I knew the exact measurements and how to put things together so that this could be used in multiple places. And my whole thing was I was trying to build circles. And I found this one technique that allowed me to get the same angle every single time. And it has allowed me to really expand my building capability. It is like seriously the magic sauce. I should have named this particular stream the magic sauce stream. This is just how important this one technique is. But people keep saying, "Oh, it looks so complicated. It looks so." Oh, what's a bit louder? Is the music louder? Elgato. Hello. Hello. It's my Elgato right there. Okay, is that any better? My Rode should be all the way up. Do I have an actual volume knob? It's this brand new microphone that I got from the Christmas. Ooh. This is the is one of the Elgato mics. It's definitely one of the lighter mics that I've ever had. My Rode NTG is like at least 3 times the size and the weight of this thing. It's just so light. Weird. And anyway, what was I saying? Oh, okay, I was talking about the technique, the circle technique, and once you learn it and you can follow the steps. Oh, can you? Is it my microphone? Is the microphone too low? Do I need to turn it up? Is it me? Do I have to turn my microphone up? Please let me know. You can barely hear me. Hey, hey, hey. Hello. So weird. Okay. Give me updates here. Give me updates. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna continue like this. I'm just gonna speak. Excuse me. See, there's the remnants of that cough still there. I am not right here. You know, take that up a little bit. Pull that back. Miss Farhound can't say that I'm too far. Yo, Boba Jet. Oh yes, yes, my PFP is Boba Fett. It's that's usually the one that I use. I have decided that I'm going to be using Caleb today. Sorry, Lucas today. I don't know why I keep calling him Caleb. So I'm using Lucas today. I watched Stranger Things last night, so you know it's one of those moods. But okay, so anyway, today we are looking at the Destiny's Bounty and Ship 101 tutorial. I'm going to sketch out the other side of this now, because one of the first things that I did was that, okay, I could have gone ahead and said, hey, let me just do the entire bottom and get everything sketched out. I decided I was going to sketch out one side so that there's at least one side completed. This particular ship is different than the Temple Bounty, for instance. Different than the Black Pearl. Is every single ship is different, but they all share one common factor, and it's usually around the size of the ship and the part of the ship that's going to go underwater, which is this section right here. So this section is a rounded section, and you want to concentrate most of your flooring above this section. Now, with this, okay, the first thing that we need to do is actually learn the width and how you're going to place your pieces. The machine blocks are some of the most important and overlooked pieces in the game. And it's not just the machine blocks. It's some people will say it's the machine block, and then some people say it's the pressure plate, and they know the pressure plate technique. They can go and they can swap your planes. But when you're building ships, you're building circles, and you're building all this technical stuff, you need precision. So one of the things you can do with a pressure plate is that you can take pressure plate onto the side of an engine block, and you can snap it to the center. See that? You guys know that. You can snap it to the center, and then you can move it up or down. Once you move it up, the bottom of that pressure plate is now perfectly aligned. Do not send me any requests. I will hunt you down and I will ban you. Especially during stream. I don't care who you are, unless you are a friend of mine. Do not send me any friend requests while I'm streaming. It's not gonna happen. It is not gonna end well. Thank you. Moving on with this, the engine block plus the pressure plate, you will always get precision. You can take your balloons and you can snap it onto the side of the of these guys, and it will always get you where you want. You can't snap a balloon onto the sides of this, and you also can't snap a pressure plate onto the side of this either. It's going to end up in different places, and you're going to end up with placements that are really odd. To get the same placement every single time, use the pressure plate and the engine block. They work really well together. I don't know if this is what they really intended, but my God, the power you can get from this now tells you that you can always take that, snap to the bottom there, and anything that you place over here when you're lining to the side is always going to be perfectly aligned to the bottom of this. Okay, that's to the bottom. So you want to get something aligned to whatever is above there. Anything you place on top of here now, you see this is now flush to here. Push this in, and this is now flush, absolutely flush to the top of this piece because you came off the bottom of this. One of the things that it is that is going to happen though is that you're going to introduce a bit of space if you're not careful. So that's more like a 101 advanced thing. Yes, I will make you fall asleep. Oh, go ahead and clip that. I will use it. I will add some music to it, and um, add put it as a clip. Okay, so once you know this, it really elevates where you're gonna go. So you can now take your pieces and you can turn them every single time, and you always get them precisely where you want them, not just in random places. So this is an excellent tool. The next tool that you need to know, especially for when it comes to shipbuilding, is put a bed down and go to sleep because oh my God. This is why I like building in my shipyard, because in my shipyard I have all my lights already spaced out. Where's my codex? You know what? A bed is probably faster. Let's put that bed down. Claim the bed. Come on. Claim the bed. Go to sleep. Hey, good morning, Rooster. Good. How are you doing? Arison, good to see you. All right. So, we were going to move on to the next step. The next step is, okay, so know your measurements. Most of the measurements that you're going to be dealing with are going to be, most of the ships are 24 wide. I don't know why, but this is like one of those measurements that always seems to work. But you can't go two if just only 12 pieces. It for some reason it doesn't work. If you want the full optimization of how this curve is going to react to the other pieces, you want a full curvature. It's where this does not go back flat at the bottom, and I will show you that in a second. But the proper spacing for any of these ships using this curve is going to be an 8-piece right in the middle, and then 12. Come on, get over there. 12 and 12. Ah, dang it. Right, so this actually does two things. It gives you your center point. You always know where your center point is. And now you can take your machine blocks, and I'm going to show you how to get this curve next. I'm going to give you the secret sauce so that you can always get this back. So the secret sauce is this. Well, actually it comes in two parts, but you want to align your piece to the side, first thing first. So you know that's where he's going to go. You're going to be bringing your curve off the back of this, so you're not interfering with anything that's happening here. So you always have to work off of a 90-degree angle. If you're going, if you're using Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let's deal with things one at a time. This is 101. This can also go vertical, so don't. It's the same technique. You just have to turn your pieces so they're vertical instead of horizontal. Now, unfortunately, this next step does require you to have this one kit, but this is the fastest and most reliable way of making these circles. If you don't have this, then you're kind of blocking out a lot of advanced building if you don't have some of the kits. Sorry, just one of those things. But with this, you want to count. So it's always 4 from the edge. So from the bottom edge, that's where we're connecting. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? It's 4. Always 4 from the edge. And I've gone over this and I've measured it and measured it, remeasured it, and to get the perfect seam, this is the measurements you have to take and the same count you have to get every time. You want to take your pressure plate, line it to the edge, and then go down 1. So it's overhanging. This is your guide. You can be completely aligned here, but you need to go 3 down. This is where you're going to start. Right here. So remember that. First 4 down, and then 3. So you leave in 1 space from the edge there. This should align perfectly to where you want to go. So you can take your next piece and align it to this perfectly. Bring it to the green, and then you're going to bring it forward. Oops. I forgot to get the count for you guys. So let's and this is actually where the vertical alignment tool has made this so much easier. My God. Okay, so we're gonna hit vertical alignment, and it's gonna bring it in. So 1, 2. Dang it. Okay, let's go. Let's try again. Get green, and then 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 is your count. Okay? 8 is where you get that edge right there. It's going to go green twice, especially if you're coming off of like the wrong edge. Let's say you're over there. So 1, 2. Okay, well, yeah. So anyway, the count is 8, but on 7, it always goes green. Don't stop on green. Take it 1 more, and you have your perfect seam right there. Since you're using this as a guideline, you can now take the next piece and attach it to that, move it over. Now, what you're going to do next is take this and reset it to 0, because your next piece is not going to attach to anything else except what is coming from before it and what is coming from after. So this next piece will never align to anything else. It will never attach to anything else except the one before or after. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, this is a technique that I use every single day in pretty much almost all of my builds. Any build that has a vehicle involved, I'm using this technique. If I want an angle, I want a circle, I want a curve, I'm using this technique because it works. See, now I just did a 4 in this. I need to be at the 3 point. So, no, in between there. Then take this, bring it across, and then bring it home. Just watch your count. It should be spot on every time. And this is going to give you the perfect base at the bottom. I'm going to take a look at chat right now. So now you guys are talking. Dynamic objects still explode. So be careful. You can do this in expert mode. You can do all of these techniques in expert mode. Just don't be, don't leave your back open. Good morning, Taz. What I'm technically making the Destiny's bounty, but what I'm doing is showing you guys how to build the bottom of the boat. This is shipbuilding 101. Because I'm not going to show you how to build a ship. I'm going to show you how you can build multiple ships and teaching you the techniques so you can go ahead and build whatever the heck you want. And this is like one of the most important techniques to do. It may seem daunting to some of you, but just go practice it. It is so easy. I literally use this every day. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I sometimes forget to count and I have to destroy and start over. So it's really important to get that count going. Cannot stress that enough. This one is aligned to the wrong place. This part doesn't really matter as long as you have your count. So you want to make sure that everything is in its right place. Because mistakes can and will happen. Like a lot. You realize you're out of whack? You can put it back. Uh-oh, I lost my place. Oh well. There. Now I'm going to show you what I mean about the pieces not liking each other. This piece right here can transfer, take that off. It can attach to this piece here. And it can also attach to this piece. However, it will never, ever attach to the straight piece. Or if there's a piece after there, like from here, let's say, so this one will go onto here, and this one will go onto here. But as soon as you get it over here, it does not like it. Only the piece after or the piece before is where that connection point is. So keep that in mind, and so you don't try to make too many mistakes. I know some of you will try to experiment with this. Knock yourself out. Learn as much as you can about the technique. I'll tell you, it works. It's nice and clean. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the reason I'm going to take this all the way down is because of one other very important thing that I need to show you. And I have done the measurements ahead of time so that I know what it is I'm telling you guys. So you can actually come up from here as well if you wanted. Vertical, and it's going to go green, boom. But you see, it's too far. So there you go. You can reset it. Now, if that's too far out, like how this one is a little far out there, you can always just take it and just transfer it down. Transfer it from this so you don't have to redo it, and you're good to go. I hope this is useful to everyone. I've been trying to teach this technique to as many people as possible. And Matty B has been using it a lot more. And this will actually give you the ability to go ahead and make some angled paths, for instance. You want to make an angled bridge, you can go ahead and do that. You can also take these and make them bigger. So you want a bigger ship, with wider area. You can add on 2. It doesn't have to be a single one. You can determine exactly how long this is going to be. But just note your measurements will change. But you can do stuff like this, because this is all about the angles. All about the angles there. Okay, let's go sleep again. Oh my god, it used to stick to anything at all, but they broke it. They broke it for me, like a lot. Okay, so over here we have a fair bit going on. I'm gonna have to repeat some of this, but like it was saying, the steps that we have is the 8, then the 12s. Now, to get the proper measurement from the top to the bottom is simply measured in 3 of these blocks. But you want them upside down. So you can either go ahead and take your measurement from right here, and then, add on your block, take it to the black, so it's upside down, and bring it in. Then you get 1, 2, and 3. And then this next piece is going to be the very bottom of the boat. So you know where this is going. 1, 2, 3. And then we have one more piece that needs to come in here. I think this is maybe 1 off. Is that 1 off? Let me just double check here. Yeah, that is off by 1. My bad. But you need 1 more curve in here. So you have your start point, which is right there, and then your end point. So you can, as long as you have a goal that you're heading towards, this boat, this will give you around the same size boat as the Bounty. This, of course, goes according to how the style of the boat. With a Victorian fishing vessel, it's different than an 18th century junk boat, because the junk tends to have a lot more stuff going on. So just be careful and know what you're building. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, counting out loud helps you. So, no, never be ashamed to count out loud. It really does help reset your brain sometimes, because you will make mistakes. And boom. Dang it. I did it again. Now, the reason I'm doing this over here, by the way, is for clarity, so you guys can see exactly what's going on. I mean, I could have built the other half of the boat, but I want you to be fully aware of what I'm doing. This top piece is going to give us a little bit of that magic Fortnite glue. You guys know the glue I'm talking about. It just gets you close enough. And close enough means that that piece will now stay on. Just like magic. So anyway, 1, 2, and 3. Now your aim is to get to the center of this. So as soon as you get to the center of this, this is your middle point. And you know that you can actually go ahead and get to the other side. So this is going to really determine the size of your boat. You can go ahead and add a 4 here, for instance, or a 6, and it's going to just change some of the spacing from the side to side of the boat. But the 12 is really where this comes into play right here. You can see it's almost perfectly aligned to that 12 here. Pop that over here. Nope, over there. It's just one stud off. All right, but this is where you need to be. One stud off from that 12. We're building the Destiny's Bounty, but we're going through some shipbuilding exercises so that you guys understand the principles behind building the ship. I'm not going to show you step by step how to build a ship. I'm going to give you the steps that you need to actually make that next step and transition into building any ship that you want. So this is the secret sauce. I'm going to literally call this the secret sauce. Once you learn to build this, you can build anything that you want in the game. Anything at all. You want angles, you want circles, you want curves. This is it. You can go and transfer this into angled pieces, for instance. It takes a couple of extra steps. Here, you want to turn this into walls? Knock yourself out. This is the magic sauce. Is why I'm calling this the magic sauce, because with this, you can now transform your entire build into something else. You want, let's say, walls. Snap to that, bring it over, and you can now add a wall on a curve. And take that, just follow that curve, and you can go ahead and you can have your circular walls building out from there. And this can be built into the ground, can be built off the ground. You have all of these things at your disposal. Benja, just be aware that you may know of the pressure plate technique. What I taught you this morning was the pressure plate technique. Pressure plate plus the engine block gives you precision. It will always get you the same placement of the pressure plate every single time. So anything you place on this is going to be placed exactly where it needs to be. So this is opening up, my character's in the way, opening up more possibilities for your building. So this is why I'm teaching this technique, because you can take it and transfer it into your ships. So with me, it's an easy start into here. Now I can just go ahead and take my, hold on. I want Anarchy Acres, not Daft Punk. Or I should be using Shogun, since Shogun Palace is really the piece that I need for this. So, Shogun Palace 12, there you go. Boom diada. Micro hairs are a real problem. Yes, we get these micro measurements and misplacements that come in every now and then, and they're so annoying. They're so annoying. But this actually takes care of that. Okay, so what I'm first, let me move forward a little bit. I'm going to come back to the curve. As you can see, we already have the curve built here. What I'm going to do now is take you forward to the bow, because the bow actually needs two main techniques. And the first one is, you get your forward placement, and then you're going to want to take your angle and turn this angle into the front of the bow. And this does require a little bit of creativity, because now we have to turn this at this angle. We already have everything turned, so we don't actually need to go through some of the steps. Once the angle is set, you're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that first angle is going to be, come on, be nice, thank you. There we go. This can get a little wonky sometimes, so be aware of that. First one is going to be an 8. I lost my Shogun. So 8. Want to get to 3 position. There we go. Now we have 3. We're going to just come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then bring it down. So it aligns. We have our first curve. Then we're going to go and knock that down. And reset. We're always resetting to 0. Because it doesn't recognize any other angles. Well, it does recognize angles less than 15 degrees. I don't know why they settled on 15 degrees and didn't just give us a wedge that was 15 degrees so we could use a wedge. Instead, we have to... Oh, look, I did it. See, I didn't count. So I made a mistake there. Just destroy. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always 4. Always 4 if you want that edge. Seriously, Knight? My God. Come on. How am I lying? What the heck do you mean? How am I lying? Yeah, it's kind of like Minecraft. Fly. Oh, because I'm in creative. I'm in sandbox. So in sandbox, I can you can turn on flying. You can actually turn on flying in survival as well. If you want to not listen to me because I'm building in sandbox, then you know what? That's entirely up to you. But my techniques work. So I know some people have this animus towards people who build in sandbox because they're not an expert. Ooh. So, you know, that's up to you. But my whole thing is I'm here to share. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it down. Bring it on down to the underground. I'm building the Destiny's Bounty. So see, now we have those 2, and then this next one is going to be a 6. So 8, 12, and 6. I've done a lot of research into this, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These are techniques that I do use every day. I just gotta remind you of that, or tell new people who are coming in for the first time. And these techniques work, especially if you want to build a kick-ass ship like the Destiny's Bounty. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reset. And all we have is that space right in there, right in the middle. That's all that's left. So, like I was saying, this is actually going to be a mix of techniques, and it does require you to get the rest of the ship, but this gives you your shape, and the shape is one of the most important things that you are looking at when you are building a ship. I will cut this into two and share it later. But you can also go onto my YouTube. My YouTube is the same as my TikTok, the Mad Puck 66, and you can come in and watch the VOD at any time at all, so that you can learn the techniques. Everything is right there. I'm not holding back any secrets. One of the things that I must warn you is that you will need to have some kits in order to actually get this. The most important kit for me is the Supernova kit. If you don't have a Supernova kit, you don't have this wedge piece. This wedge piece is very particular because this is like one of the few pieces left that allows us to get a consistent angle. There's also another piece in Salty Seaport, but I know a lot of newer viewers don't have that, and that one is a lot harder to align, get your angles from. I know it exists. I know other people use it. Other people also use this, but fewer people have this than the Salty Seaport. So since Supernova was one of the most recent ones, this is the other one. You can get consistent angles from this too. It's just I have not measured placement for this. For this, I can do the count. I can get it done every single time. With this, it's about just turning around and getting it into place, and it's a bigger pain in the butt. So the okay, right. So the big thing is consistency. Now, in some of the other kits, we used to have the ability to take some of the angles, but they keep nerfing the angles on us. So even when we can go and place a pressure plate, we can't actually transfer it to anywhere. So you can go ahead and you can do that, but guess what? This piece is now it doesn't ever go green here, and it will never attach to anything else. So being able to put a pressure plate in there is completely useless. I mean, absolutely completely useless. And it's one of the biggest disappointments in this game, because they haven't given us the ability to turn pieces properly. We've had to come up with all these different techniques, but every time we come up with a technique, they take it from us. So the Supernova technique is one that has actually stayed around. It's not even letting me use the vertical nudge on this one. I can't move it anywhere. So, Supernova. This is the one. Right. Yeah, I think when I built my first Black Pearl, Epic had actually approached me on Reddit to see it. 2 days after they went into my world to, to check it out, all of a sudden, the angled builds and everything, especially the angle, because I use angled builds on that ship, all those angles suddenly went away. I look at it as a bit of a coincidence, but I do build every day on stream, and I share the techniques. Well, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have been sharing this technique for the past couple months, especially since we got it in Supernova, and they haven't taken it from us yet. So there is hope. I know a lot of the climate over there has changed. So hopefully we have some good people on our side. Oh, there you go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Pop that down. All right, next. Oh my God, yeah. The no builds in the kit. No builds in the shop. Like this Ninjago release was like the perfect time to put some kits in the shop. We've had to go and do a little bit of research. 1, 2, 3, 4 on some of the buildings in that are available in the game right now in order to really utilize the battle pass, because they gave us 3 builds that are not available in world anywhere. You know, this is actually kind of a good thing. But we have these 3 builds that we can't use anywhere at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Yeah, do you know how much money they could have raked in just putting in builds for Christmas? Anyway, here's the technique in action, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this technique was used to build the Temple Bounty. Haskins has introduced a couple of other techniques using roofs. But this is usually a technique that is see, he's got the roof pieces on here, and these are brilliant pieces to use there. But they have like limited traction, especially on a bigger ship. On a bigger ship, you want to have a little bit more flexibility. This is the Temple Bounty. And we built this one together before the kit came out. So we had a lot of different pieces that we wouldn't normally use. So you can see the difference in the bottom and how this all came together. There's something I was going to show you. Oh, right. One of the most important things was there's a whole section. Whoa, what was that? Oh, that's the sail. There's a whole section under the floor where the water is allowed to go, because you know that's just how ships are. There are areas where water is going to get. It's like a whole ballast system all built in. So is the reason why this underside is important, because we also have thrusters. Yes, it's many thrusters that are under there, and it's the underside of the ship that allows you to have the upper side of the ship. Some people want to just go and build like flat and then make a lot of noise when the water keeps coming into the ship, and because they don't have the bottom part of it, or their bottom part's too heavy, and then they go and chuck balloons in here. You don't put balloons this low. You just don't. You put balloons this low, you're asking for a bit of disaster. All right, next piece. Because balloons are going to cause it to flip. And there's a whole bunch of science that's going on there as well. Fortnite balloon science. Oh, come on. Okay, get over there. Wrong way. Okay, here we go. And no, wrong way. Now, forward. Green, green. 2 greens. And there's that knight again. Okay, you know what? I'm sick of this knight. Sick of it. Codex. Here we go. Thank you. Inventory. Ooh, my spinjitzu. Bye-bye. There. I agree. I'm a hypocrite and back in full-fledged expert mode. Survival gets boring once you complete it. At least with building is a permanent thing. Yes, building is a permanent thing.
That's why my ideas are in sandbox and my bills are in expert somewhere to put resources I grind. Well, I don't like to lose builds. That's why every single one of my spots is taken up. I've used up all 8 slots, and I have an alt account, and I've gone through 6 slots there as well. And mainly because I want the capability to keep my builds 1, 2, 3, 4, and not lose them to chance. I mean, I can literally spend months on a build. I've been reworking the Enterprise, Starship Enterprise, for a couple months now. I am not losing that by chance in the expert world. Forget about it. There's like too much research that has gone into building that ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So we all have different reasons, different motives. And not one is better than the other. I gotta tell you though, that it was a bit of a trip to have to travel over to Ninjago Island with this update, because in survival it threw us directly 1, 2, 3, 4 directly into Ninjago, and with survival it threw us back where we left, and we had to physically travel back over to Ninjago Island and find a monastery. So my experience loading into the game in my creative world was completely different. It was a real trip. But you know what? My goal on that day was to explore the build kits and see what they had to offer. So I had completely different motives than other people. 1, 2. Okay. You and up. 1, 2. Perfect. And now this should take us back to flat. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring that over. In some cases, you may be able to take it from over here, but in most cases you won't. So from here to here works the same way. Well, slightly the same way. You're going to have that gap. Just be prepared to have that gap. Okay, and now you should be able to take this and just transfer it forward. You have the floorboards already set up. Just make sure that to watch your edges. Edges are very important. If you're on the wrong edge, it's going to be aligned to the wrong thing. Oops. Then it's just a matter of just, attaching there. Oh, the front top technique? Oh my god. Do I have to tell them about the front top technique? That's the temple bounty. That's a very special technique that that Haskins had to go and get. I don't know if you can even get that angle right now. because of the state of swivels in the game. Right now, if you add a swivel, it kind of melts. Sometimes it sticks around, sometimes it melts. So you touch it. Huh, it's still there. Yeah, that's tricky. I'm not going to trust that. Oh, it has to be on a dynamic object. If you're on a dynamic object already, you put the swivel down, the swivel melts. On a static object, yeah, so you can get you can do the technique. Right. So we are gonna have the temple bounty and the Destiny's bounty, the original one from the original one, not the movie one, in this world together. Which is gonna be kind of amazing. See what happened there? I doubled up. See, okay, now this is a bit of an issue. You see that right there? That is the result of a place being of a piece being placed before it was ready. So that angle does not like to overlap with anything else. So it's one of the things you have to be careful of. It's like one angle only. Nothing else is going to come here, buddy. That's how it likes it. So right now that is kind of sticking out. In order to fix that, this tool is useful. You got to push it inward, away from the edge of this, because it's kind of overlapping a little bit. I think we're possibly using illegal techniques, what they call illegal techniques, for some of this build, but it's to get the shape. For some reason, we didn't have that issue over here. Let's see what difference is. Yeah, we absolutely did not have that issue. Let me see if... Here, we're going to do a little bit of research. There ain't no clouds in the sky. Today, hey, hey. Where do we belong? Mr. Blue Sky. Huh. It's just weird. Sometimes it likes it, sometimes it doesn't. There is no predicting this sometimes, I swear. You know what? Here. Let me just... I'm going to redo this bit. Just to clear my mind that, you know. But it should give us the same measurement. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, unless we're like playing with fairy dust here. Now, one of the reasons that I'm showing you guys this technique is because doing a tutorial for this is really, really time consuming, really long, and it takes a lot of the fun out of the game. I mean, you guys are out there playing the game, 1, 2, and I'm out here building tutorials and trying to explore the game at the same time, and it's a grind. So I just want to enable you guys to go and build stuff that looks as good as this, but still be able to continue to have fun. I want to be able to continue to have fun. Like, dude, okay, Rick, I just showed the entire technique live right here. I'm showing you exactly how you can make them turn. I wish they would fix my 2 open slots. They were deleted worlds, but now can't be remade. Oh man, Matt, that does suck. I actually opened up my Star Wars world yesterday, and flew an X-wing over into the Ninjago Island. That was fun. Okay, so apparently this is not gonna change. I have to redo it. So it is what it is. We're 1 space out now. That's cool. But anyway, my whole point was tutorials are long and time consuming, and I want to have fun too. 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, building is fun. For me, making a tutorial, no. So I do try to do live builds where I can at least share some of what I'm doing. But just being completely honest with you, it sucks a lot out of get down there out of me to actually go ahead and make these tutorials. So I mean, I don't want to keep promising tutorials all the time. You know what that was saying? Teach a man to fish, and he can build as many boats as he wants, or something like that. So I'm hoping to at least impart some of that knowledge to you guys, so you can go ahead and pretty much build whatever you want to build. My best friends have been LegoStore.com. I go and I look at the PDFs, I look at the TV show, and try to see what it is that I'm building, and then interpret that into what we're building here. Because there is a fair amount of interpretation that has to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Am I going down together?
I think so.
What?
He was laughing. Like,
Yeah, okay, I'm coming. Okay, not important right now. I'll be right there. Okay, I gotta go get my brother-in-law is bringing his dog for us to take care of, so I have to run downstairs and get the dog. So I think we're gonna have to end this right now. So like I said, my whole aim is to teach you guys how to build the front, not the front, but the shape of the boat. If you want to hang out for a couple minutes, I will be right back and we can continue. But if you want to head out to somewhere else, that's good too. But we can continue with our boat building, and I can continue to show you the techniques that we can use to build a boat. Because once you can build a boat, you can build pretty much anything. Okay, I'll be right back. See you in a couple minutes. Now, where's my screen?
She said, my love is like a flower, trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, how she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower. She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, how she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower. She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, how she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower. She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, how she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower.
And I'm back. Hey. All right. So, we're back to building. Now, bottom your boat is easy. Now, I'm actually going to fill the rest of the bottom of the boat here with single planks. And this, now some of you are probably going to be wondering, and a lot of you actually asked this question. It's like, why am I not using the big pieces? Now, you have these 12 by 12 and 16 by 16 pieces that I can just go and slap down. And I'd be done building this a lot faster, right? Well, two things here. This is one big piece. This is multiple pieces. And this is the bottom of the ship, which is going to be hitting most of anything that's on the ground. If you hit something hard enough, that's what happens. Your entire bottom of your ship is gone. Okay? With this, you lose one piece. One piece, one rock. If it hits any one of these pieces, you will lose one tiny piece and the ship stays intact. If you hit one of the bigger pieces, that's your entire ship gone. Right there. Kaboom. Ever wonder why your ships built on dynamic platforms vanish as soon as you get hit by a brute? And you go crying about it? It's because you built it on one big piece. That's you. That's all on you. So, I'm sorry that your ship exploded, but you have to kind of think ahead. And don't complain about complexity, because this ship, a ship this size, is not reaching complexity anytime soon. So take those words out of your mouth. Go on and flush them. Now gargle with soap. And we're going to continue building. Well, you know, the dragons have minimal... the dragons have... they're like one spine thing anyway. So it's not like it's a gigantic ship. So, Matt, you have a lot more chances of getting that completely obliterated. Okay, so now that we have the bottom here, you got to be wondering about this bit. And this is coming from kind of the center of the ship, but not really. We're going 3 pieces in. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are 6s. So 1, 2, and 3. Hey, Stella. Okay, you're good. You're good. Dog is here getting used to the place, so she's wandering right now. I mean, she's been here before, but you know dogs. Ah. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. No! No! Anything but that. Oh, okay, now I see why. So I transferred all the pieces over. This one is double stacked. And then this guy is not. Because this guy comes in here because of the spacing. So you have the size of your ship, and this is where this is going to come to a point. So you can actually bring this next section out a little bit more, and this will follow the bow of your ship all the way to the back. One thing that we can do is with this, mark it, or you can go ahead and do this right now. Hey Stella, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Ev, can you come and play with the dog, please? Yeah, sure. Or she is going to need a little bit of reassurance. Hey, it's okay. I know. Come on, it's okay. Ev? Okay, Stella, can you go? Can you go? There, go to Evan. Go to Evan. You're okay. They'll come back. I know. Could you ask your mother to text your Uncle David and ask if Stella has been fed this morning? I know, I know, I know, I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You want to go outside? Lily, don't you join in too? Okay, I got. Now I have two dogs here. Okay, what was it? What was I saying? Oh my God, I have lulled Ethan Adama to sleep. Well, I'm so sorry. Welcome to the dulcet tones of the Madpox 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., which is when I usually rush off to work. But you know, it's Christmas, so I don't have work right now. So we're having a little bit of an extra long stream where we're looking at boat building 101. Now, there are a couple of things that I did over here, which you can do for your ship as well. This front is usually problematic. Since we have two up, we are going to now extend this. We could go ahead and angle these pieces, but there's a problem with using the angles everywhere, and is that it eventually the pieces don't want to match up, especially as you go into the corners. So having a straight corner is one thing, but then having two angled corners, they're going against each other, and it doesn't match up, and it gets further and further apart. So the technique right now is currently focused and centered around those straight edges. So you can keep your angle to one plane, but when you try to mix the planes, it gets a little tricky. So this is why we're using a mixture of techniques to make the front of the ship. So we're going to be using stacking over here to get this part up. And the stacking is pretty straightforward. This is 6. So we're just going to be stacking them out as we go up to get the right shape. And it's really just as easy as that. This also gives us a little extra space here while retaining the center. Now the top part, this one is a little different because of this ship. And this ship has one more requirement. But let's see how we can do our stacking here. 1 stack, 2 stack, and then get the 8s. See, you're really building it up. With this part, it's trying to meet this wall right here. So it's coming off of this angle, the 12, and going straight back. So they'll be coming off of this and going straight back here. Further in, perhaps. One more. Dang. Yep. Look at that. So I'm sorry. Kind of got to remix it a little bit as you move into it, but the whole idea is just about getting that curve and using a couple straight pieces there. So you're mixing this. Now the other technique you're mixing is the stacking technique from over here, which kind of gives you the dome effect. Oh, outside of the barge, prefab haven't done a custom boat yet. No, the barge is really kind of messed up. So okay, so I know some of you are going to be all excited about making a dome with this. Warding Works, Lego Moxie, I think this somebody else, and but we've all been working kind of independently and and talking to each other as well about how to make a dome. And some of it we're getting closer, but there's no proper way to make a dome using the slants right now. So nothing is going to be smooth. So the original technique that we had come up with for the bow of the ship and for pretty much making domes anywhere was here. It's kind of a stacking technique where we're using the pieces that we have and we are building up towards the shape of things. So with this, we can't take it and do something like this where we're following the curve. It's not going to work. Let me just demonstrate this right now. Because as we get closer inward, this is what happens. The pieces cross over, like immediately. I can't even get this one to go here. This one will work right here, but the one next to it is not possible. Can't even get this one. So we are not going to get a smooth curve. So we kind of have to throw that or any ideas of using that technique further right out the window. And the sooner that we recognize that, the better. So we're going to have to build up from here and stack outward. Is she all right? Okay. That's some aggressive drinking. All right, so I'm going to try to match this with the back of the ship here. The curve is not going to let me actually get that angle here. So I have to use the next one and pull it back. This is not going to let me do that one either. So it's just a matter of progression. And yes, having flying on is really important to getting this in right, because this is one of the hardest things. It's why I've built it in the air. And oh no, I screwed that up. There we go. Always look over your work, by the way, because you will make errors. Oh, I remember what I was saying before I had to go. Here, I was looking at rails. So these guys, this is your additional safety mechanism. You can add 2 of these if you want, but this is your safety mechanism for the center of the ship to make sure that nothing, well, almost nothing, will hit the bottom of the ship. This will hit the bottom of the ocean first. So this will keep your ship safe. This is called oh my god. No. Oh, what's it called again? The keel. Is it the keel? It's the ridge that runs alongside the bottom of the boat. Siri, what is the piece that runs alongside the bottom of the boat called?
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Siri, tell me what the ridge that runs along the bottom of the boat is called.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Hold on a second. My daughter's asked me a question. I know what it is as well, but I also forgot. Okay, let me ask from my phone. Hey Siri, tell me what the bottom ridge of the piece that runs alongside the bottom of the boat is called. The keel. Yes, I was right. It's the keel. Haha. Sometimes you kind of it's not something that you say every day, you forget. I forgot. So the cop in Die Hard reminded me. Reginald reminded. Okay, I'll take it. You're like a 2 point. Yes. Okay. So yes, we mix the angles to lessen the gap. Is Lego Fortnite fun? It is awesomely fun. We have two different aspects we can play. We can play the oh, you're right. That's not on center. We can play the adventure portion of the game, or we can play building. If you like building, this is like the game for you because you can build so much in this. You can just build out to your heart's content. Like right now, we just got the Ninjago release. We've been building out boats. The So here, let me show you some of the custom builds. Before it launched, this was like the first thing that me and Haskins got together to build. So Haskins and I worked on this side by side, and we didn't have all the pieces yet. But as soon as the pieces landed, I went and got them all, and I came in and started redecorating the ship, rebuilding and adding on the additional pieces, like Dragon's Head, these red pieces, and the lights and everything. It was brilliant to see. The wings, everything. So this is like almost, it's not a full custom build. I used the Lego instructions from lego.com to build out this portion of the ship. This ship over here is a Haskins build. This is purely based on all the parts that he has in the game from the kit. So I think this was mainly the Ninjago build kit, and it's something that we kind of challenge ourselves to doing, where we're building out, different things. But this is something that me and Haskins were talking about. As soon as we both saw the dragon head, we both said that we needed to go and build a dragon. So I, of course, had to go build my dragon. I think it's not here. It's okay. It's up on the cliff. Over here somewhere. Yes. And Haskins had to go build his dragon as well. He used, this is something that I encountered with my wings. Stella, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. You're stressing out. So Haskins built his dragon out of gold. And these were completely independent. So I kind of saw some of the pieces and was like, hey, that would actually make a really good dragon, especially once I saw the roof pieces and everything. So this is a custom build. No instructions. It's just pure imagination, trying to see what we could build. So we actually did a whole dragon flight, and it's wickedly awesome. So this is like kind of the stuff that I build. Haskins builds the stuff as well. He's one of the best builders in the game, and it's good to work with talented people because you can share ideas and just generally make the game into something else rather than just being limited to what the game gives you. I mean, like, Lego themselves say it. Building is the adventure, or the adventure is building. Is that the slogan? Slogan, isn't it? I think it is. The adventure is building. All right. All right, I'm gonna go park this dragon over here on the cliff. This needs some rebalancing. Got me all distracted. So anyway, we have some custom builds in the game that we're not just deciding to, have our own builds. Like this is recreation of the blacksmith shop that's now coming into the game. You want to go outside? Here. Let me put you aside. Come. It's not a lot of space though. Okay, come on. Come on inside. Come. Come settle. Hey, come on. It's cold out. All right, let's go. Go find Evan. Or Allison. Go. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Okay. Yes, I grabbed the wings different. I was trying out different techniques. One of the best things about it, you're not stuck to one thing. This is my tea house over here. You've got a courtyard in here, and you've got tea rooms all around. So I mean, you can come up with all these different designs based on what you know about the culture of places, whatever. You can make up stuff on your own. Like building is really a huge part of this game, and we usually look at making the whole experience a lot more immersive. This world is Craftopia 5, and it's the fifth Craftopia world, but this one was aimed more at the whole adventure aspect of it. So we created this one with the ability to okay, right. So it was created from the instance of having all these different locations that we built up, and then we would have a certain set of rules about where we can get wood, for instance, where we can get iron smelted, stuff like that, to add a little bit more aspects to the game rather than just following the basic rules that they gave us. So, yeah, like it's really about playing differently in the world. Okay, so back to the basics of the keel here. What we're doing is we're just like I said, making a dome. Stella, you're gonna drive me crazy. I know she's anxious. All right, there we go. Oh, one, two. What? Oh. Okay, I see. That was wrong. You need to be there. All right, so trying to get like one behind each. So two behind. 1, 2, 3. But you got to really get your dome technique down. Once you figure out where it's supposed to go. Does one go over here? Nope, it does not. Can't because that's too tight. But let's take a look at it. See, so it's just about building that up bit by bit, bit by bit.
Did you make coffee?
Yep, coffee's right there. Although it's 8 o'clock coffee.
Huh?
It's 8 o'clock coffee. Hello, Lily. This is the thing with having two dogs right now. All right. Anyway, so my whole point here, and I need to really figure out the dome for this so we can get a proper system. And it's really about you have to combine the two techniques in order to get a proper front of the boat. Otherwise, it's going to just look like a bit of a trash mix and match. Hopefully, this live tutorial, has been useful to anyone watching, and you can go back and watch this over on YouTube. My YouTube is the MadPuck66. It's going to be on VOD. You can go and watch it at any time. Go over the techniques. I will try to share this over on TikTok as well, so you can actually see the techniques, and I'll give it the proper name. But this right here is your basic instructional on how to build with the machine blocks, pressure plates to turn, and then to use these pieces from the Supernova kit to make a circle, or rather a half circle. You can go ahead and make a full circle with this, so be aware of that. And you can make bigger circles if we want. Here, I can show you. Here, let's go back to lobby. I'm just gonna pop on over, and I can show you just how expansive you can take this, how big you can get this. I used the rib cages as real ribs, and well, it didn't work. But lesson learned. Yep, that happens. But you have to experiment. If you don't experiment, then you don't know what's going on. Star Trek. I'll just show this quick one. First one was okay. Reginald Vell Johnson, yes. You would like to see an actual Viking ship? Yes, I'm actually. Rooster had asked me to come and make some Viking ships, so I gotta check in on him and see if he's ready to go make the Viking ship. But we should be able to make some really cool looking Viking ships. Right. If you, like I said, if this is your first time in the stream, I'm the MadPuck66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. We're going a little bit longer today since we missed yesterday's stream, and today is Saturday, so just one of those things. But anyway, what was I saying? If it's your first time here, please leave a like. You're on TikTok. Smash that like buttons. Give me some likes. Tap that screen. Hopefully it's been a useful tutorial, and it has sparked something in your minds to how you can actually use this in multiple ways. I'm going to show you what I used it for over on my Star Trek world. Just maybe spark a little bit of the imagination, but the technique is usable more than just a ship. You can build castles. You can build. What is this? Oh, this is the shipyard. All right, let me let this load in. This is the Black Pearl. It loads in slowly. And believe me, there's like so much detail going on with this particular ship that we did have a risk of hitting complexity. But this is a black pearl, so it's special. But there's your black pearl. Now the thing, yes, we did use the same technique here. This is the keel. We do have a keel. And the front of the boat. There we are. This is what I was talking about for that dome. So I really used a lot of pieces here to get this dome looking like this. So this is like one of the pieces that does take you more towards complexity than anything else, and because we used so many pieces, but it does give you the right shape. So it's really about finding the pattern and then building that pattern up. Some of this angle here. Oh, this was like so we went flat and then we went up, and then we went inward again to get this angle. So the angles, you can get it over and over, just as long as you know where your deck is going to begin. A lot of custom builds going on here, including the skylight and this thing over here. And of course, we have a lot more going on downstairs. You got all your cannons and everything, and down here is all of your thrusters. Well, a lot of them. When you put the thrusters too low, you are going to have some issues. And believe me, we had some issues balancing. All right, let me fly. Come on, come on. The stairs are problematic. I'm gonna have to hack my way out of this. All right, come on, stand up. There we go. Once stairs get over a certain... Stairs don't tend to work on dynamic objects. You have to rebuild them constantly. Alright, now the thing I wanted to show you guys... She pooped?
Yeah.
Thanks, David. Where did she poop? Where in the bedroom? All right, so here we go. Hey, July. Hey, thank you for stopping by and to leave a like. The generic wood floors are it's actually the stairs that are giving trouble. Where is it? Where is it? There's Enterprise. So, like I was talking about the circles. This is one of the things you can do with the circles. Really extend it in different ways. I ended up extending it into doing the nacelles for the Enterprise here. This was a huge experimental build. We're going to be building it again. I was fooling around with the planks on one side to get more variety of shape, and then I was messing around with the other side using wall pieces. So that's one of the experiments that I was messing with. The older technique that I was using before was just over here. There we go. This is the older technique. That's why I really wanted to get the circle technique down, because this was more dependent on stacking, more Minecraft type building. The stacking here. So that was problematic on itself. Now, I think things took off when... Okay, no, you're over there. Can't wait to get back to this build. This is Voyager. Ah. Where's Voyager? There she is. All right, let me see. So I need to take the bus station, which is holding this thing aloft into the air. And we're going to travel down to here.
Evan, have you taken the out?
Okay,
All right. So we have two things going on over here. My big experiment. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Like I said, you can take these circles to new heights. This is the first experiment. Trying to work with a saucer section. And then trying to see what I could do mixing the interiors to make it look more like a spaceship. So we have a whole mix of corridors and slanted techniques and everything going on here just to get this particular look. But this is a huge build, and this is why it's only part of it, so it's more like a movie set at this point. The next part of this, kind of the rebuild, here we go, is a full Enterprise. Hey, gangster. We're messing around with
Evan,
having the two pieces together, which presents more issues right now
just one side, Eddie.
than just having them separate. The whole idea is perhaps to separate it and then complete both sections and then rejoin them. But that's like an end game type of deal. I'm just trying to get the shape and the size right now for something that can be completed. Because having this whole build limit is very frustrating. So it's a huge experiment. Ninjago has kind of taken me away from this, but it's something that I always come back to. And I hope to get more of that, of these pieces, over here into this build. So we'll see how it goes. But that's kind of, it's weird because I had to go and develop the circle. crap. I was muted through that entire thing. Oh my god. So, okay, my whole point was I can't believe I did that. That this is shipbuilding 101 because you can use it to build more than just boats. You can build ships, you can build spaceships, you can build pretty much anything.
What? You're just hovering here. What is it?
So this is go and learn the technique, use it. I am the Mad Puck 66 on TikTok and on YouTube, pretty much on all social media. So you can find me there. Come by and watch the video if you can't find it on TikTok. It is available on YouTube, and it will take you through all the steps of the builds. I don't, like paywall anything. Well, I paywall a couple things, but anyway, I don't paywall anything. I try to share some of these techniques with you guys so that you can all learn. We can all learn together. We can build together and build much better, bigger, funner worlds. Anyway, that's it for me. I am going to head out now because I got more stuff to do and I have family. So, you guys take care, and I will see you in the next stream. Where's that button? Oh, it's over there. All right, see you next stream. Bye.
She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my life